Welcome back to the Don Luster Financial Hour, broadcasting live on 96.1 WMFL, Miami's Financial Limits, the city's only station where fiscal responsibility is optional, but deniability is mandatory. I'm your host, Don Luster, the king of capital gains, the Picasso of loopholes, the Zeus of quarterly losses, hurling 109.9s like lightning bolts from Olympus. Tonight, folks, I'm draped in a silk robe embroidered with my own face, riding a golden dolphin. Sipping a martini so expensive, it comes with a pre-signed NDA, a credit check, and a small lecture from the bartender about asset diversification. The olive? Imported from a private island owned by a man who hasn't paid taxes since the Reagan administration. My cufflinks, solid platinum shaped like tiny offshore bank vaults. My slippers, ethically sourced from a billionaire's panic room carpet, and my financial advice, hotter than a South Beach sidewalk in July, and twice as likely to get you audited. So buckle up, Wall Street kids. It's Financial Hour, and Daddy's about to depreciate some assets. Submarine subsidies. You know, this week's government wasteland, $800 million for submarines that only work in swimming pools. At least the kids are safe. The billionaire's petting zoo. Like, why pay taxes when you can classify your giraffe collection as research and development? The IRS loves innovation. Charitable foundations of questionable charity. That's step one, start a foundation. Step two, donate to yourself. Step three, call it philanthropy. Congratulations, you're now a saint with a yacht. Invisible airport, $2 billion for an airport that never opened, Dusty. But hey, it's the thought that counts, and the thought was expensive. Get crypto confessional. Let's hide your ill-gotten gains in crypto. When the bubble bursts, just call it market research. No. Nothing says plausible deniability like a blockchain. Today's tax tip: buy a racehorse, name it corporate strategy, and I'm going to deduct the feed as office supplies. This has been the Don Luster Financial Hour, where the markets are hot, the metaphors are hotter, and the ethics are negotiable, adjustable, and occasionally missing from the ledger entirely. You've been listening to a man who once tried to write off a helicopter as a commute enhancement device, who keeps his receipts in a gold-plated humidor, and who believes depreciation is just emotional growth for rich people. Remember, folks, in the world of Don Luster, every asset has potential. Every liability has a publicist, and every audit is just a meet cute with the IRS. 96.1 WMFL, Miami's Financial Limits, the only station where fortunes rise faster than the humidity, rules bend like pool noodles in a hurricane, and Don Luster always lands on top. Even when gravity, regulators, and 3 ex-wives say otherwise. Broadcasting from a studio so luxurious it has a dedicated sommelier for the water cooler, this is WMFL, where your net worth goes up, your standards go down, and your accountant develops a nervous twitch.